Hello everyone and welcome back to the A-Side. I am your host, Riley, and Blackwinterwells is an artist that's been on my radar for a bit now. I first heard her through the song Restore with Midwest, which was also my introduction to Midwest. This new record, Mortal, however, is my first full-length by her. I was initially just going to cover this album in my album recap for February, but I felt it deserved its own review. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe later if you want. Anyway, this record falls pretty solidly into the cloud rap genre. Now, if cloud rap is done right, it can come out very ethereal, and I think Wells just nails this. The album is ethereal with its bubbly synths and otherworldly auto-tune. It's my bread and butter. You know how much I love this sound. Artists like Blade and Tyboy Digital appearing in my last 2 year-end best lists. I name drop Drain Gang all the time on this channel. And after years of hearing so much music, it's a style that sounded so fresh to me and still does to this day. However, on Mortal, Blackwinterwells brings in a heavy dose of hyperpop into the mix. Hyperpop being another genre I love. This, along with her personality really being on display, really helps Mortal stand out from the crowd. Hip-hop music and culture has a tendency to, talk about the hoes and getting bitches and fucking bitches. On Mortal, Wells turns this on its head by talking about fucking twinks. It's so unapologetically LGBT, and I just think it's a lot of fun and very charming. There's so much, charisma and personality on this record. The running themes of death and funerals really add to the cohesion of the record. I mean, look at the song titles: Maim, Hollowed Ground, Hearse, and Omen. Sonically and lyrically, it's already a cohesive record, so it's just even more of a bonus. Hollowed Ground is among my favorites on the record. When the hi-hats kick in on the beat, it goes so hard. I love the electronics that go up and down like a roller coaster. It's super catchy. The song itself is about the pain of a once beautiful relationship ending sourly. And my head hurts, everything is fine, it doesn't matter. Don't blink, they'll catch her. Try to take my soul, I don't have what you're after is an excellent hook. The feeling that this person no longer cares, you just tell them it doesn't matter, is something I don't see portrayed in music often. I've seen songs talk about lovers / people that have stopped caring, but nothing in the specific manner anymore. Where you're talking to someone and you're just like, no, it doesn't matter. You don't care. Don't worry about it. It's cool. The metaphors of ice and snow on this track, numbing you to both love and pain, are really fascinating as well. I see your face in the freezing rain is a particularly provocative line for me. The swirling melodies of opening track Maim are mesmerizing. It's another one of my favorite moments. This is also a very sad song about a one-way love. You keep crawling back to someone who could care less. Featured artist Mental drops an incredible verse where the sadness leaks from their heart like a crack in an ocean liner, saying, I still love you, but I don't know how to say it. My heart's on my sleeve, but I'm worried it's tainted. We're apart and it's hard. I miss more than your fragrance. I know that I'm weak and I know that it's weird, but I can't figure out why I love you. I hate it. 'Cause you hurt me so bad, I still think you're the greatest. I want this to be way, way more than a dream. My alarm might not beep because I'm constantly sleeping through it. The snowy keys are beautiful, and add to that general etherealness that's found throughout the electronics and production on the record. X is a song about fake friends continually stabbing you in the back until you become numb and a loner. With friends like this, you don't need enemies, is what Wells says. I love the vocal cadence on this song. The acoustic guitar here is super gentle and chill. Also a welcome change of pace, adding an organic sound into the sea of electronics. It's got a very heavenly and peaceful feel to it. Iris really leans into the hyper-pop to make an absolute banger. It's got some really cool auto-tune on it and some super hard-hitting 808s and a stuttering beat. Name is Winter, but I'm burning. It's rapped and then in the first half, but sung on the but I'm burning half, creating this really cool accent and emphasis on this line. The outro is really cool. It's got this video gamey sound. Event Horizon has a dark, foreboding sound that feels like a mourning at a funeral. The sound fits with the dark lyrics, like walking away from my corpse like I don't know where I am, and I'm not a person, I'm a black hole, I engulf 1,000 suns. Hearse is a loud, distorted song with lyrics that go hard, like don't fucking touch me, it hurts, come here and leave on a hearse. When the guitars come in on that second half, it's absolutely epic. It feels like a moment of release with the anger just flying out. Slug, Slug, Slug is a hopeless song about giving up on love and any form of trust. It's filled with self-deprecating lyrics like, I'm a rock and I get crushed, wound all bloody with the crusts. Nothing I do is enough. I'm a weakling, I'm a slug, won't you pop me like a bug? The self-hatred in these lyrics are definitely more than relatable, and a line as everyone fucking leaves me in the dust can't be ignored. All that being said, Slug 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 is actually one of the most chipper, upbeat sounding bangers on the record. I'm loving the triplet flows here. While that flow is common, the sound is so incredible it just feels like new. Slug Cubed is another top favorite for me here. Lunch Finishers is a strange song. It's got some really abstract lyrics. Stop looking at me like I'm not so big. I just want to eat here in peace. No big deal. Both my shoes on my feet. Walk away. Don't follow me home. I just want to tweet and clean up severed bones. And if you have any animal bones you're not using, think I might start a collection out of boredom. I got the rubbing alcohol already. Hit me up. What? Those are some really weird lyrics. The song also comes complete with references to Twitter, tuna salad, dating twinks, and rhythm heaven. I can't tell if this stream of consciousness info dump style of lyricism is cool or really stupid. The song has a strange sound too, with these squeaking synths that sound like an old rocking chair put through sped up auto-tuned hell. Once again, I don't know if it's boundary pushing or obnoxious. The actual rhythm of the song feels like it's waddling around in a strange way, slowly, back and forth until it reaches its destination. However, I'm solid in my enjoyment of the vocal performance. When Wells pops up to a falsetto, it's really pleasant, and all of this makes for one of the strangest songs I've ever heard. The jury is still out on this one. The layering of the two parts on the intro and chorus of Give Loop is really cool. However, the 8485 verse in between is utterly forgettable. Sorry, 8485. I have enjoyed your work in the past. Then there's the outro of the song that really comes out of nowhere. It's like the song has three different parts that all sound like they're from three totally different tracks. All in another 2 minutes, giving Give Loop an utterly incoherent sound. It's an absolute mess. Its companion piece, Take Loop, is slow and forgettable. The final part of the trilogy, Slip Loop, is equally as boring. The trilogy of poorly made, half-baked songs in the middle of the album really make it drag in the middle section. The follow-up song, Falling Up, is also pretty boring, with its repetitive, sleepy piano beat, and features some of the worst autotune on the album. This record is drenched with autotune, but most of it is otherworldly and ethereal. On Falling Up, it's just grating and tinny and really unpleasant. Tourniquet is another really chill song, but this one really resonates with me. The sadness and genuine emotion is actually felt in this one, so it engages you instead of just aimlessly floating by. The sounds of rain is a great touch, as it creates a very relaxing atmosphere. The record picks back up after this with the aforementioned Event Horizon, which is the darkest sounding and most stylized track on the album. We've got a good run of good songs here from here on out, closing with the closer song, Followers. The electronics simulate a heart monitor. You're on a monitor as your heart begins to slow as death crawls closer. This adds a sense of despondency as well as finality as the album draws to a close, and to its end, a very solid closer. Mortal by Blackwinterwells is an excellent take on hyperpopping the cloud rap sound. The sadness of the lyrics and macabre imagery helps make this album stand out from the crowd. The middle sags a bit, but the cohesion, as well as the excellent production and ethereal cloud rap beats and hyperpop energy on the rest of the record, more than makes up for it. 9 out of 10. Let me know what you thought of Mortal by Blackwinterwells. This is one I'm going to be coming back to a lot this year. Expect to see this on my year-end list. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.